But perhaps the most ingenious part of their hunting strategy wasn't about direct confrontation at all. It was about outsmarting their prey. In an environment where every calorie counts, chasing an animal for miles was a losing game. The Yakutians were masters of trapping, using their profound knowledge of animal behavior to their advantage. One of their most effective tools was the kalemka, a type of deadfall trap. Imagine a heavy log or a large stone, propped up by a delicate trigger mechanism. The hunter would place bait a piece of frozen fish or meat in just the right spot. An unsuspecting Arctic fox or wolverine, drawn by the scent, would nudge the trigger, releasing the crushing weight. The beauty of the kalemka was its simplicity and effectiveness. It worked passively, hunting for them while they conserved energy back in their yurts. The placement of these traps was a science in itself. Hunters would read the snow like a book, identifying animal trails, feeding spots and dens. They knew that a fox would follow a certain ridgeline, or that a sable would investigate a fallen log. They'd set their traps along these natural highways of the taiga. They also developed incredibly clever snares, often using sinew or braided horsehair. These were nearly invisible against the snow and could be set to catch birds like ptarmigan, or larger animals like reindeer by the leg. A particularly cunning design was a spring pole snare where a bent sapling provided the power to hoist the animal into the air, keeping it away from scavengers and ensuring the meat remained fresh in the natural deep freeze of the outdoors. Let's look at the physics of these traps in sub-zero conditions. Metal springs would fail, but a bent sapling retains its potential energy remarkably well. Wooden triggers, if not properly designed, could freeze solid. The Yakutians solved this by using specific types of wood and carefully carving the trigger components so that ice formation would unjam the mechanism. They often used a simple stick and notch system that was incredibly reliable. They were essentially creating complex machines out of sticks, stones, sinew machines that had to function perfectly at -60 degrees Fahrenheit. This wasn't just hunting.